You're listening to the podcast where we talk about life, sports, family, and everything in between. Welcome to Just Talking Out Loud with your hosts, Ron and Terry.
All right, welcome to the podcast, Just Talking Out Loud. I'm Ron.
I'm Terry.
And we're glad you can join us today. We're going to talk about dreams. I had a dream, and I wanted to look it up and see what it meant. And we'll get into that in a minute. But I have something to tell Terry that I'm a little embarrassed about. And I just figured it out. After I ate the last piece of pistachio cream pie, I realized I ate the entire pie.
Oh, well.
Except for one.
Better than me eating it.
One piece. The only
My mom.
person, your mom happened to be here that day. We gave her, otherwise I would have eaten the entire pistachio cream pie, which, by the way, at Eaton Park, it was really good.
What day did we get that?
We got that.
Friday.
Yeah. So it took me about a week. No, not even a week.
It's not Friday yet. It's only Wednesday.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, this is weird. I mean, it's weird because if you're listening to the podcast, it's a Wednesday. We're recording this.
5 days.
5 days. And and Zachary never showed I was going to give him a piece of the pie. And he has a girlfriend now. I don't know if we're allowed to say that on the air, but he has a girlfriend now. So we don't see him anymore.
Only to pick up the dog. And that's usually late. And
his life, whatever his life entails, I'm the one that has to watch the dog. That's my responsibility, no matter what.
Not.
Yes, it is.
I volunteer.
Well, yeah, but still.
The dog doesn't like to be alone.
He can be alone every now and then, but the problem is...
He's alone all day while everyone works.
Well, he's alone a lot because he didn't get back to the house until after 10. I don't know what he was doing, but...
Well, he's working.
So the dog would have been...
He's coaching. He's going to school.
He needs to be here. Zach was on one of the podcasts here just recently, and he was a pretty big hit because of his storytelling. And we're hoping to have him back on, but I mean, I may have to go through the girlfriend to get him back in, and I'll have to get another mic. So I may have to spend a little bit more money and get 4 people on. But anyway, I ate a whole pistachio cream pie, and I feel horrible about it. Horrible. It's just as I was eating, I was enjoying it, but then I realized I ate the whole pie, and now I'm just.
I still haven't had a hot flash since I've done my diet and no sugar.
Yeah,
I did have a cookie. Was it yesterday? Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah, because I brought home.
Some great food. I didn't eat one of your cookies, but I ate one at school because they were having a luncheon.
Oh, that's right. You didn't have one of my cookies.
Yeah, because I had already had sugar, and I was like, I don't want to be up all night with hot flashes. So
that food, though, that was good.
It was very good.
It was very good.
I ate the chicken today.
We had lots of leftover food from where I worked, and they said, take some home. And I'll tell you, it was, I think it's called the Cooked Goose. Just gave somebody I think that's what it's called. Gave it a free plug. But it was really good food. But anyway, so Terry's been on the diet, and she's been off the diet for about a week. Has it been a week? A little bit longer.
Not quite a week. I think tomorrow's a week.
I think we talked about in the last one how you were continuing and you weren't real happy with the way things were going. But
nope, I lost what I was losing in 5 days and didn't lose anything else.
Terry's one of the first people I know that had COVID and then gained weight.
I was hungry during COVID.
She was hungry the entire time.
I was very fevered.
I never seen anybody eat.
The first 3 or 4 days, I was very fevered, but every time I was awake, I was eating.
You were delirious, but you were eating the entire time. You were hungry constantly.
If I was awake, I was eating, and if I wasn't awake, I was snoozing away.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, you were just. I've never seen you eat like that before.
I really wanted steak, and my taste did not go.
No, you had.
But they told me that I tested positive, so I had to stay home, 8-9 days?
Yeah. I think we're over that now. I think.
I hope so.
Although I think I just
lost
read.
Days from Zachary having it and then days from me having it.
Well, I was out 3 times
And you never really got
and
it.
I never had it. Well,
you did have the fever a little bit a couple of days after me, but you didn't really, not like I had it, not like the high fever for 3, 4, 5 days.
Well, I never tested because I didn't have it.
Well, then no one had a testing.
Well, yeah, I could have gone. I just didn't go. But
no, I was looking around that where I got mine was out of tests.
You got tested, though.
I know, but where we got my test was out of test 2-3 days later.
Oh.
When you would have wanted to test.
I didn't need to. I knew I had a cold. That's good enough. Anyway, what I was going to tell you about is I've been having weird dreams lately. So I wanted to see what it meant because I think it has something to do with work, but I'm not positive. Because I was dreaming about looking for toilet paper. And yeah, I know it's weird. And
especially during COVID, because everyone was
and all the stalls were really weird in how they were set up. Like, they were just all the stall walls were like very crooked. It was very narrow. So it was very tight to get into the toilet. But I was looking for toilet paper, and I think it has something to do because at where I work, I'm like considered the shit paper king. I mean, that's what I do.
I order the toilet paper.
I'm the guy, it has to keep that. I remember we had a meeting one time, and being in the meeting sometimes in the position we are, we don't really have a lot to talk about. So they would come around, they would go to everybody and say, what are you working on? And they talk, and a lot of these guys have, these engineer jobs, and they would talk about all this stuff. And then they got to me. And at the time, believe it or not, we were having problem getting toilet paper. So I said, and I don't know if he's a VP or whatever, but he was sitting across the table, and I said, well, if you guys could spare a square, because we're having some trouble getting toilet paper, it would be nice for your neighbor. And he busted out laughing, and that was the last time we had to be in the meeting, because it was like, I had nothing else to talk about. I didn't have any toilet paper. So that was it for us, and I think I got us out of the meetings. But anyway, so I was dreaming about this toilet paper, and so I wanted to look it up, and it said there's 3 things. Like, if you're dreaming about toilet paper rolls, it says that it points to your heart and its power, and it says I'm suppressing my thoughts and my feelings. I'm feeling helpless, and it says this is a hint that my willingness, I'm not willing to let people in and share my life with others.
Oh, that's true.
Well, how's it true? I got a podcast now. They're learning about me dreaming about toilet paper. How's that not opening things up?
But you don't go publicly. Like, you're not a social person.
No, I'm not a social person. But if you're in my circle, right?
Yeah.
Then you know.
And you
know how I am, but I'm not one that goes out. That's true. So you think I'm
like, if I would just say Saturday, hey, let's go to the festival, some kind of festival, you'd be like, no thanks. You would never try something just out of the blue. That's why I liked it when Dottie lived next door, because if I wanted to go to the Strawberry Festival or the Pumpkin Festival or whatever, we went and looked at the crafts and did what we wanted and came back.
Yeah, I'm just. And
I miss that.
Is it fair to say I'm not a people person?
Yeah, you're not a people person. You're not a traffic person. You're not a city person. I can go on.
Oh, could you?
Oh,
you could go on.
Some.
Like, go on.
It's mainly social stuff.
I know
you're
that.
not a lines person. Don't take him to Disney and expect to wait in line for an hour for the newest ride, because by the time you get there, you want to say, well, you guys didn't have to stand in line. I would have stood in line with the kids, because
I am not a last minute person. I don't like to be. I like to know. This is what's been tough with doing the podcast, because I had an idea that when I get an idea in my head, it's hard for me to get it out. So in other words, I wanted to have a guest on this particular episode, but my mom I don't want to say she's giving me a hard time.
She's
a little nervous. apprehend, maybe
microphone shy.
That too, and maybe not. The episode was going to be about talking about my dad, how we all dealt with diabetes, and how we all watch, and sometimes you don't even know you have it, and he didn't know he had it. But there were some interesting stories and what my mom did to take care of him toward the end. We lost him very early, but anyway, I want to leave that for another episode, but I'm hoping that we can do that. And so, but I'm not a last minute person. So the podcast, I'd like to have one or two ahead, and it's tough for me to, if someone calls, and if RJ likes to call
and say, today would be a good day to come see Finn. And he wanted to know 3 days ago so that he'd have his schedule all made, and he, whatever he had going, he would have
because
already penciled in.
I know I have
because he's so social and has so many things on his calendar.
I have a lot of things on my calendar. I have things. This is not funny. See? So this is wrong. I am willing to let people in, and you are telling all my secrets. So I wasn't dreaming about, I was dreaming about the toilet paper rolls. But
were you ordering though?
No, I was just looking for them.
Oh.
Apparently we were short again. I don't know. And it also says I'm questioning my identity. So am I questioning my identity by looking for toilet paper rolls? Is that what you're saying? Because I'm not letting people in?
I wouldn't know. I've never really dreamed of toilet paper.
If there's a toilet in the dream, now there was a toilet in the dream, but it wasn't about the toilet. It indicates a time in my life, it says, when things were more carefree and spontaneous.
Maybe
now, do
spontaneous,
you know that
but not carefree. I don't think we were more carefree raising kids because there was more things going on.
You don't know me as spontaneous, though, either.
Not really.
Yeah, see, people are really going to get to know me now. This is not good. This is going to be bad.
I mean, you can be, but I can usually tell.
I am not a last minute person, and your sister likes to do that too. She'll come up at the last minute.
Yeah, want to go to dinner today?
You gotta hit me
4, and you're like, yeah.
You got to hit me earlier in the week so that I know that this is what's coming, and then I'm good. Well, not really, but you know what I mean. Okay, so if I'm
then you complain.
I don't do that. I don't go. And then it says if I was dreaming about paper, it's a hint of how I want people to see me cooled off from an argument, and maybe I'm feeling guilty from a relationship, or guilt is weighing me down. I don't really have any guilt. I don't feel guilty about it.
I know even when you are mad and say, "Come pick up this dog," you still don't ever feel guilty about it.
No, I don't feel guilty about it. And if you dream about the toilet paper roll, it's easygoing attitude.
You're easygoing.
I think I could
Except when someone calls and says, "Hey, can you
all right,
do this
then that's
today?"
not easygoing. That's just And I'm trying to protect myself from negativity. What do you think of that? And then finally, toilet paper roll states, or that's just the roll. And the toilet paper roll states, pleasurable but costly journeys. It says I've been living in the fast lane. I need to take it easy.
You're definitely not living in the fast lane.
You don't think I'm in the fast lane?
No. No, you would have taken a trip or paid for, I don't know.
So they did the most common dreams in every country, and toilet paper wasn't on there, but there were some interesting ones. Google did a search by country and volume, and a lot of the countries dream about snakes.
I can see that because in the South, when it's warmer, you have more snakes, and like if you're like out in the country or in the bush or whatever, they can get into the smallest cracks in a house, Yeah. I remember Roberta had one in her house.
Yes.
I mean, when they were building Lowe's and stuff, and the snakes were on the move. They were in the trees around here. She got quite a few in her house, and they said they were going up the side of her house and through her attic, and there was a
And
crack.
who do they call? And does it say snake hunter on the side of my house? No.
Well.
I don't like snakes, and they're calling me.
Well,
I don't like snakes.
they called whoever was home.
Ooh, it just gives me the EBs just thinking about it. Anyway, so the United States and Canada, most people dream about their teeth falling out. You ever have a dream about your teeth falling out?
No,
No.
I don't think so.
In Algeria, they dream about marriage. Now, this one makes sense. Ethiopia, shoes.
Yeah, 'cause
That kind of makes sense. Kind of want shoes in Ethiopia, I would think. And I thought, because I dream about these sometimes, in Albania, they dream about breasts. So I was thinking that could be me.
I can see.
I could, I dream about that too. Spiders is in Argentina. I can't read this because in Nigeria they dream about sex. I could be from there too. What's Italy? I wonder what Italy dreams about. There's Italy there. Italy is, where is Italy? Snakes. Isn't Italy the boot? There it is. Pregnancy in Italy. They dream about pregnancy in Italy.
That reminds me of a dream I had when I was
Oh,
pregnant.
tell me more. Please tell me more. While I look, because I can't, I have to use a,
You don't remember that dream while I
magnifying.
was pregnant for Zachary?
what was the dream? I don't remember.
We were getting ready to go camping with the church, and I was constipated all that
brother.
time. And I dreamed I filled up a couple of them big, what are they, compound buckets, the great big
5-gallon buckets.
10-gallon buckets, like great big ones.
They didn't have an outhouse where we were?
I don't know, but I dreamed
filling
that we
out-
were in a tent, and I got up in the middle of the night and I filled them up
Oh, my goodness. Doesn't say anywhere in here about dreaming about constipation.
while I was pregnant for Zachary.
You must have been really
I was.
constipated.
I
But
was
then-
never constipated in my life before that, I don't think. And then he had colic, so that kind of,
Yeah, boy, did he have
so
colic. No wonder you're dreaming about constipation. You just want to get out. You
Yeah.
just want to go to the bathroom
it
and
was
get away.
preparing me for the next 8 months of screaming kid.
You just wanted to get away. I could see
Yeah.
that. Constipation. Well, that makes sense why we're married. I'm dreaming about toilet paper and you're constipated. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, I haven't ever had that dream again, though.
That's my dream. So my dream was about toilet paper, and I guess I need to, I'm suppressing thoughts, I guess. I got to let people in. Do I need to let people in more, Terry?
Yes.
Okay. Do I need to be a little bit more open to
To
being...
new things. Like if I say, hey, so-and-so would like to have dinner with us, you should say, okay, I'll at least
Well, if you ask me
meet 'em
that on
and
a
try
Monday
it."
and it's for a Saturday, I'm good to go.
Yeah, but sometimes, people don't know that they're going to be available. That
Well, they need to get their schedule together so I can get mine together. I have lots of things going on. Lots of things I need to check off.
you're so full of it.
Anyways, hey, I wish Zach was here because maybe I'll bring it up again when he comes on. But this is, I thought this was interesting. Now I think this is over now, but how would you like to make $6,500 in 2 months?
Oh, I'll take it.
Well, wait a minute. I ain't done yet.
Got to do a lot to do it.
No, it's different. But this was over in the UK. They did this over in the UK, and they're talking about maybe bringing this over to the US for a particular. It's for your dog. It's dog food. A dog food company named Omani is they're running a promotion where they're going to pay you $6,500, and all you have to do is you have to switch to the dog food for 2 months.
And see how
Right?
the dog
No
likes
big
it.
deal.
You
Yeah.
have to
Oh no,
give them a report of
I
whether
wish
the
that
dog
was
likes it or
but
what.
that's not it.
Oh, you have to pick up their poop.
So,
I'm figuring.
so during these 2 months, you have to collect the dog poo.
I knew it.
You have to analyze it,
Oh,
smell it,
oh,
and keep a diary on how it may change day by day.
that's so gross.
Now you know how I am. I I cannot pick up dog dirt. I can't.
So funny.
I almost throw
So
up.
you have to actually
You have to-
dissect the
you
poop
have
every
to
time he poops.
dissect it.
Every day you have to dissect it.
Get a good
Well,
whiff.
Today it smells like carrots. Oh, it stinks really bad today.
Now this, like I said, this is
Ooh,
only.
he's got the runs because a lot of times when you change dog food, they'll get the runs and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'd be afraid. What if it was, diarrhea?
Pure liquid today. I'm not going to dissect
Oh my
it.
gosh, that is nasty. I have a hard enough time picking out of the yard. I can't do it. I don't know how I change diapers. I really don't, but I can't. I did.
You did. You.
I just changed one here for the grandson. Well, it's been a while. Usually I pass it off, but for our kids,
Especially
I did
when
do.
it smells.
Oh, it was bad that last time that was rough. He was, he was eating
RJ
and
does it,
pooping
though.
at the same time. Remember when I was feeding him? So I'm feeding him and he's looking at me. And I said, Fen, you okay? And he's, I said, oh, you got to be kidding me. It's going in one and coming out the other. It's just like, people that eat on the toilet. It's in and right out. Anyway, would you think about $6,500? That's good money.
Well, and like, if you didn't have much going for, like, teachers, they have their summers off.
I know, but you're picking, you're analyzing, you're smelling poop.
Today it's like rocks. Tomorrow it's diarrhea.
Oh man, especially when you change their diet. That could be. Well, anyway, like I said, they might be coming here at some point. As of right now, it was just in the UK. I believe it's over by now.
Rigby has enough problems.
But I thought it was an interesting story. In fact, I had to see how wrinkled it is. I got it out of the garbage because I thought, I wonder if you would do that because, you're the one that picks up the poop. I don't even own a dog, and yet he's over here so much. We've got poop all through the yard. Boy, yeah. Anyway, and I can't pick it up. I can't do it.
And he can't mow if it's down there.
I'd mow around. I don't want to get on the wheels. It makes me gag. Isn't that weird? It's weird.
Yeah, it is.
What do you mean?
Most people just mow right over it.
I don't mow over it. It's just nasty. You're supposed to pick. Well, I know it. They'll say, well, it's just fertilizer. Well, you know what? Anyway, so I just wanted to see if that's something you would. I'm really anxious to see if I might bring that up for Zachary.
Yeah.
And see if he'd collect Rigby's dog dude.
Ask your other two boys.
Yeah, I should ask.
All of them have
all
a
of them have
dog.
dogs. I could ask them all. Maybe I'll. You know what I'll do is I'll bring this with me, and I'll tape while I'm talking to them, and then I'll put it on when Zachary's on and see if they all match up and say the same thing. Because that would be interesting to see if they all would do it for $6,500. I don't know if Nathan would do it.
Well,
If I had to
RJ
guess-
and Lauren pick up Titus's poop all the time anyhow.
If I had to guess,
But Lexi takes her for runs, Anika for runs, and picks up the poop all the time. Because sometimes when you go to their house, she's got them all like
they're all lined
she's
up
been
along
running
the-
because they're all lined up for the garbage,
Yeah.
so she can put them in the garbage when the garbage is going out.
of the three boys, which one do you think might do this? I'm
Lately, Zachary, just because he's in school, trying to pay for school, trying to
I
pay
don't know
for
that
his
he-
house.
I don't know that
but,
he'd do
but
that.
I don't know if he would do it. He's probably too busy right now, but maybe the summer months he might.
can't see Nathan doing it.
Nathan would let Lexus do it.
Yeah, I can't see him doing it.
I'll cook the meals. You pick
pi-
up the poop.
Yeah, you analyze the crap.
I don't know about RJ. RJ and Lauren are pretty good. They're pretty good about picking Titus's up when they're here, even.
Yeah, they do.
So,
But I just thought that was an interesting. Like I said, I'll bring that up. Maybe I will ask the kids, and we'll bring it up on a later podcast. And then there was this, because you like to buy clothes, and I thought maybe I'd ask you
and
this
then I don't
question.
know why, because then I don't like them.
Yeah, you don't like them when they're on you because you say you're fat. You're not fat. I'm not picking you up with a crane and moving you to the bathroom, or we're not tearing out walls to get you out of there. What are you doing?
I just want my clothes to fit better.
Oh.
and I want to be comfortable in them.
Yeah, I understand. You will. Well, I got rid of the pistachio pie, so that's one thing
I
going.
know. I didn't eat any of it. I did have a bite. I tasted it, and it was so sweet coming off of my diet that I think I would have a sugar high. I probably would have had a high and then slept for.
Have you ever left the tags on your clothes so that you could return them after you wore them? I know you found clothes that you didn't even know you had.
No, I haven't, but I know people who have, and I know people who were tight with money, so like they got their kids' pictures taken and left the tags tucked in and then went and took the clothes back. Like, for like a Christmas gift, like a fancy dress or something.
Okay. For like a Christmas. How do you hide the tag though? Isn't it?
You stick it.
Can you do that?
Yeah, if it's in
depending on where they put it.
Yeah.
If it's on the tag on
the
dress.
back, you just leave it in, get the picture taken, and
right. So you think that's a good? Is that something that?
I think some people do that. Like they might go to a wedding and they know they're never going to wear that again, so they take it back and then get their summer wardrobe for the amount of the dress.
Well, you'd have to not spill anything on it.
Right.
Otherwise you're stuck.
You have to be careful when, yeah.
Or could you say, well, this was on it when I bought it?
A
mustard stain.
I wouldn't feel right doing that, but some people might.
I mean, you're finding clothes you didn't even know you had, and you're buying clothes you already, what was that sweater? You already had a sweater just like it.
Well, it's not that one has a collar on it, and that one's a V-neck, but they are the same color.
You've been buying a lot of wine sweaters. Yeah. But when you get them for $4, it's hard to.
That one I got for 50 cents or $1.
Well, there you go. Then it was worth
I got two of them for.
Then I think we could take the tag off of that one. I don't think we need to leave it on.
I think it says $1 on it. I think I might have got it off the clearance rack.
Gabe's or Sam's.
Half.
We've been buying a lot of clothes from Sam's lately.
But Sam's is just as good as Gabe's if you wait till they go on sale. When they go down to like $5, and then if you wait a couple more weeks, if there's anything left, the next time I go in, they'll be like, we've gotten shirts for $1.88. What were those T-shirts? Is like athletic shirts? Weren't they $1 or something? $1.
No, I think they were. Yeah, they were $2, almost $2. Yeah,
something like that. Like, what? I got a wine one and a black one.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just as good as Gabe's, but they're the nice, what do you call that material? Lycra or whatever. Stretchy, like, scoop neck shirts that go with, like, the exercise pants.
Right.
They'll go with my exercise pants to throw on. They're nice. So, I mean, that's good deal.
Well, I mean, you don't have to worry about being a big, giant hole in it.
No, because Gabe's, like, I bought things like this was one of the sweaters that I bought there. But I have to look at them and make sure there's no holes. But then if there are, sometimes I bring them home and take the crochet hook to them and crochet them up and sew them underneath. And
I need to buy.
Because sweaters go bad anyhow. They get them little fuzz balls on them, and then I don't like them.
That's the washing machine and the fuzz balls.
Well, but even like today, I got my tag for work stuck on here. The paper clip that hooks it got stuck on here when I went to the bathroom. I couldn't get it off. It was stuck, and so I snagged this sweater, right away. So, I mean, and some of them are worse than others. They just snag real easy.
I'm having a hard time finding clothes that I haven't bought. Really, you know how sometimes you walk in and you see something, that's, I like that.
When they had the Gayron shirts the one year.
Yeah.
We watched them. You got a couple for regular price, the ones you really like, but then every time they went down, we got another one just because you liked that style and you liked the feel of that shirt.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Going in, I'll walk through Gabe's and I don't know. Gabe's is frustrating sometimes.
It can be.
I mean, you like to go through every single one that's reduced price, and there might be 16 racks. And
well, there's been times where I go through all of it. Like there were times when I gained weight or something and I needed jeans. And I knew I was still gaining or trying to lose. And so I didn't want to pay $20-$30 for a pair of jeans.
Buy the stretchy pants. That's what I'm going to do from now on. I'm just going to buy.
So then I would go through the whole rack. And then at Gabe's, you don't know if the size is really sized right. If they look like they'll fit, I throw them in the buggy. And then I would used to go to the dressing room and try them all on and find out which pair fit the best right now. And
well, you still can. You can still go to the dressing room now. They open it up.
Now. Yeah, but I mean, but that's how I used to get my jeans when I needed jeans.
So Gabe's is your go-to?
For certain things.
Because you don't go anywhere else other than, I mean, if
well,
you're going
Kohl's,
to Sam's.
I've shot Kohl's.
Yeah, but Sam's is just
everything
more
else
exercise.
Moved out. Like Macy's is out and Penny's. I used to like to shop at Penny's.
Yeah, there's no Penny's.
There's no Penny's anymore. I used to get good deals at Penny's too. Yeah, and last time we went to Macy's, we had to go up to Robinson because we didn't have a Macy's, and someone got me a Macy's card.
Yeah, we don't have a Macy's anymore. We don't have nothing anymore. That's close by. If it's either Walmart, Target,
or Tanger outlets, unless it's at the outlets, and I hate to go up there in the wintertime.
Yeah, I'm not a Tanger. Oh, yeah.
It's cold and you're hot while you're in the store. You're taking your coat on and off the whole time. It's just not a good shopping experience, I don't think.
Well, the malls are just about done.
I know, and it's sad.
Yeah. But anyway, okay, so leaving the tags on, we know people, but we don't do it because we don't buy anything expensive. When you buy a $2 whatever, you might as well just take the tag off.
Mm-hmm.
If you wear it once, you got your money's worth out of it. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
I think so too. All right, when we come back, we are going to improve your luck with colors. That's next. Don't go anywhere. So you want to start a podcast, maybe you're listening to the show today and you're thinking to yourself, boy, that would be fun, and I have a lot of things I want to talk about. Maybe today is the day. Maybe you're looking for a new marketing channel, or you have a message that you'd like to share with the world, or you just think it would be fun to have a talk show. Now, it is a lot of fun just talking to your friends. Maybe you have ideas about sports, life, or whatever your passion is. Today's the day. Podcasting is easy, it's inexpensive, and it's a fun way to expand your reach online. And where should you go? Buzzsprout. It's hands down the easiest, and it's the best way to launch, promote, and track your podcast. And your show, believe it or not, can be online and listed in all the major podcast directories in minutes, like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcast, and you wouldn't believe how many more there are. And they make it simple to join all of them. Podcasting is not hard when you have the right partners, and Buzzsprout is the team to join. They are passionate about your success. You can join over 1,000 podcasters already using Buzzsprout. We're one of them. We've been on Buzzsprout from the beginning, and I'm so glad I joined up. I had a little bit of an issue, emailed a customer service rep, and they got back to me within 5 minutes, and they had me calm down. It wasn't that hard, and what I was doing was my fault. So here's all you got to do. Click on the link in the show notes. It tells Buzzsprout we sent you. You can support our show, and if you get a paid plan, you get a $20 gift certificate from Amazon. Now, here's some other things that Buzzsprout provides. Like, you get a great looking podcast website. Now, a lot of people think, I got to get a website, got to pay for that. No, you don't. They provide it for you. Also, they have audio players. Maybe you have a website, and all you want to do is promote your show on your own website. You can do that with their audio players, and you can also drop it into other websites and on Facebook or Twitter, and they help you do it all. Believe me, Buzzsprout is the way to go. They've helped me immensely, and I've had a lot of fun doing it. So maybe today is a day for you to start your podcast. And if you do, check out the link below in the show notes and get a $20 Amazon gift card. All right, welcome back. We've been talking about a lot of different things. We talked about my dreams of toilet paper. I do dream about other things, but That was just a weird one.
I'd say.
Thanks. And then we talked about leaving tags on the clothes. And then would you get paid $6,500 to analyze, smell? I don't know. I'm still stuck on the poop. But now we're going to improve your luck. So maybe we can improve your luck and you won't have to pick up poop and analyze it. According to Chinese philosophers, they said that if you add more color to your environment, it can make you happier, healthier, and wealthier. And here are the ones they say to focus on. Green. It says place lots of green leafy plants along the right side of your living room to encourage a healthy family.
Which is the right side? It depends
I know, it
on
depends.
which way you're facing at the moment.
Right. What is the right, like when you walk into a room.
If you face our wall, then
like right
my
now,
plants are on the right.
Well, if you're facing the pool here in this room,
Then
be on the right.
There's plants on the right and there's plants in front of you. Or if you can face the bedroom.
What if you just put green in your, wouldn't that be just good enough to
Well, this
have
room
green?
ought to do it for you because there's plants everywhere. And then there's flowers too. Purple flowers and lavender and there's a lilac and
I want to move
lots of
this
color in
out of here, but it's kind of a neat room to do the podcast in because it feels kind of, I don't
that
know.
one ivy's going nuts down there.
But yeah, I don't know if that's really the right side of the room, but it's still green and it's in the room. So that's for healthy family. Yellow, this color is supposed to be great for health and healing.
I love yellow.
They say you put a round golden candle in the center of the room for instant harmony. Need some harmony? Get a golden candle and some yellow. We don't have any yellow in here, do we? Is there yellow in here?
Your paper.
Just my tablet. That's it. Then it says blue. If you want to improve your luck, blue. Put a blue trinket in the left corner of your office, the one near the door when you walk in. This will give you a boost of brain power by putting a blue trinket
Okay, I have a
the
blue
left
box
corner.
of Kleenex over there. So
That's not really a trinket. That is something you blow your nose in. So that's a little different. Unless you have
The box is
a blue
blue.
booger coming out of there. And then
the
I guess
box is blue though.
okay, well, all right, we'll let you go with that one. If that'll give you a boost of brain power, then you can have that.
I have to have brain power. I'm always doing I'm either doing 2 or 3 things at once, or I'm doing nothing.
Well, you need some yellow
Feast or famine.
for harmony. Get a golden candle. That'll help you. Red. I was surprised that red was a color for luck, but red, if you put a red lamp in the far right corner of your bedroom, oh boy, it'll attract a partner, or it also invite fertility.
Okay, we might want
I might have
leave
to
that
get
one alone.
No, we're putting a red light in the left-hand corner. It's going up tonight.
You want fertility?
I want something. No, I don't. No, I'm too old for fertility.
I can just see you
Too old for
walking a
that.
baby.
I was going to say, they said something about if you want to, where did I see that at? If you want to, okay, there's a certain smell that's supposed to arouse women, and it was licorice.
I hate licorice. Don't try that.
Well,
with
like
me.
Twizzlers.
Well, that's a cherry licorice though, but that's not licorice smell. The black jelly beans is a true licorice smell, and I don't like the smell. I
All right,
don't
well,
like
then,
the taste.
Then
I
it
don't
was
like any of
false. There, we'll just put a big false on that.
It
then.
will not turn your
I
wife on.
got to return a whole case of licorice. Purple is to attract abundance. You put a tall purple vase or some purple flowers
There we
in
go.
the far left corner of your workspace, and that's to help attract abundance. Abundance of what? What are we abundancing? I'm not really sure. Does that
I
make
don't
sense?
know. Abundance of work.
I mean, is that
More
is that
work
for
coming
luck?
in?
It says improve your luck. So you got
Yeah.
green plants in the right-hand side. You've got yellow for healthy healing, Am I keeping you awake? You all right there? Big, big old yawn. Are we holding you up? You need to go to... Is it too late? We passed your bedtime? Okay, so you got Blue.
You're still awake, so it must not be past my bedtime.
You're usually in bed with... Oh, whatever.
Well, when Rigby's here, he wants to lay. He always liked whenever I read. When he lived with us, if I read, he would always lay at my feet on the bed. So that's what he likes to do when he comes over.
Yeah, I know. So you got Blue, Trinket to help give you some brain power. Red in the far right corner to attract a partner and invite fertility if that's what you're needing. And then purple to attract abundance. So purple flowers. There you go. So hopefully that'll help improve your luck. We have the green and we just need some blue here, our workspace.
We've got purple curtains too.
Yeah, we do.
And we have blue on the bed and blue in my pictures over there.
So we're good. Should be good. So that's some luck if you need some luck. There was something I just thought of this. I know what it was because I just happened to look, and of course it's dark now, but we are getting that extra time. Did you see where they did pass the Senate passed the daylight savings?
So will it stay
bill.
at this time now?
Well, that's what they're trying to figure out.
Or
Do they want to keep
move it?
They want the bill is for this time.
Well, the thing about it is, we just now sprang ahead, so now it's dark again when I go to work.
It was dark anyway.
The last week or so, I was actually able to see the lines on the parking lot. And then as soon as we sprang ahead, I cannot see the lines on the parking lot again when I go to work.
Well, that's an option too, though, because they're trying to figure out which works better. But wouldn't you rather have daylight later? Like we were done work, when we get home from work, if it's 5 o'clock and it's dark, when we changed to the standard time, it made you feel like it was time for bed and it was only 5:30 and it was dark. Where if you have the extra hour, does it kind of give you a boost a little bit, do you think?
I don't know. No, I don't know.
So you don't care one way or the other. Well, it's funny because...
I think for sports and stuff after school and stuff like that hour of daylight in the afternoon is probably better.
Because they said this, I think they did a survey, and the survey
and they
was
say
really
they do
close.
that for the school buses and stuff, but the high school goes to work or goes to school in the dark anyhow. They're waiting for the bus in the dark anyhow.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
High school and the middle school,
it's dark regardless.
Yeah,
especially the high school. But yeah, I was just curious if you had a preference of standard or daylight, because I think they're going to go.
Standard is when it's late, that's light
in the morning.
Oh,
it's earlier.
Well, then just leave it,
because we'd fall back. So instead of it, I don't know what time it is now, but I don't want to say it because it might screw people up that
are listening. Yeah,
because that happened today. They didn't change the clock. Is your clock changing your car?
I changed it on Monday.
So Joe went to one of the pads and he thought, it's only 2:00. And he said, I'll just go ahead and he had 2 runs. He said, I'll just do another run. So he goes and loads this thing up and Tom's come out of the warehouse and he goes, where are you going? He said, it's the end of the day. He said, no, it's not. It's only 3 o'clock. He said, no, it's not. It's 4. You didn't change the clock.
In your car.
Yeah, that would screw you up. That would be screwy.
Yeah, I changed it when I came home on Monday.
Okay, so we're good to go.
Yep.
But if you had to choose,
I guess I'd rather have it in the day, like after school.
I think it'd be lighter, longer. I think so too.
In the daytime, yeah.
But it's funny because the survey which I had, and it's not here, but I think 42% actually would rather have the standard daylight. I'm not really sure. It didn't really explain why. I'll have to find that, but it was close. It was like 42% wanted standard, and then 32% wanted what we're in now, which is the daylight savings.
Well, when we fall back, doesn't it get darker earlier.
early. That's what I said, because when you come home, it's dark. Remember, it would be, like right now, it would be, say if it's 5:30, it would be dark. We would say, especially when it first started, we would think to ourselves, why is it so dark? What time is it?
Yeah, because we could stay.
Because we'd stay at the pool
And
longer.
I think some people like that in the fall because they have bonfires and, we could show movies down at the pool earlier if it stayed.
Well, if it was
dark,
standard,
if it
then
was
you
dark,
could start at 8 o'clock instead of 9:30.
which is nice when you have little ones.
The earlier,
they could actually stay
Yes.
awake maybe.
we have that giant screen now, so we're going to have to use it this year. We're going to have to make plans to watch some movies down there.
Yeah, well, Ben is into.
Well,
we can
it'll be a year in
play
May.
Weenie Little Christmas.
Yeah, we'll play Christmas, anything with music.
Yeah, anything
likes
with
the
music
music.
he likes. Yeah.
All right, so that pretty much wraps it up for today. We talked about luck, how you can improve your luck, and also, maybe you might want to keep an eye out for, maybe analyzing and smelling and making money by picking up the dog's poop, and of course my toilet paper dream, which Terry just told all my secrets, and now they're out. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the bell, hit subscribe so that you'll find out every Monday a brand new episode comes out. And we're hoping to have Zach back on. I'm hoping to have my mom on at some point here in the future. But thank you so much for listening. It's been great. Have a great week. I'm Ron.
And I'm Terry.
And we'll talk to you next
Later.
week.
Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed today's show.